Hello, let's do the New York Times games for Saturday, November 22nd. Alright, I'm seeing like flavors at the beginning of these words, salty, bitter, sweet, and sour, but these two are compound words, whereas these are just two words, so that makes me a little suspicious of that. Almost makes me think it's a rainbow herring. So, I'm not doing that. At least not yet. I don't know what durian is doing in here. I don't know what chayote is. Is it coyote with extra letter? Wait, if it's coyote spelled C-A-Y-O-T-E? Or is it C-O-Y-O-T-E? I think it's C-O. Alright, Big and Splash are both Tom Hanks movies. Do I see any other Tom Hanks movies? I don't. A splash, a drop of something is just a tiny bit, a dab, a touch. So this is something that's just like a liquid in a small amount almost? Or just anything in a small amount? Well, I said liquid because splash and drop are more associated with liquids. So that could be a category. If that is a category, that removes my rainbow herring idea for soursop, salty dog, bitter melon, and sweetheart. So that might still be a category. Oh, a swab could be like a crew member of like a ship back in the day. A salty dog, a skipper. These are like slang words for members of a crew. But I don't know what the fourth one would be. With sour? I don't know what soursop. Soursop sounds like something you'd call somebody who's a downer. They're soursop. You have a plea deal and a big deal. A raw deal. Okay. A sweetheart deal. Okay. I think these are types of deals. So if that's the case, then the flavor category is wrong. I might still be on to a rainbow herring there. Let's try this as types of deals. It was like blank deal. I'm hoping that's purple. It could be blue though. Let's try it. Alright, blank deal, nice. I still don't know what durian is. Is that a Tom Hanks movie? I mean, we still have that as a... no, big got taken out by big deal. Never mind. So splash probably goes with drop, touch. I was thinking dab, but I'm really thinking that this might be a rainbow herring of some sort. But I don't know if anything's... Is swab? Is that used to mean a little amount of something? A swab of something? Maybe. But that's not part of the rainbow herring either. If there was one, it was bitter melon, salty dog, and soursop. Okay. So I don't think there is a rainbow herring because I don't know why... none of those seem like it would fit with this category. So I think it would be dab. Alright. Maybe. But I don't want to just guess at it just yet. What's tar doing in here? Like you tar somebody, you... I mean, obviously you can actually like literally tar somebody with tar, or it could mean to like besmirch their character. But I don't see anything like that, really. Durian is still throwing me off. You tar and feather somebody. I hadn't... Chayote? Chayote? I have no idea what this is. I mean, bitter melon, salty dog, and soursop. I mean, that sounds like 3 words for somebody who's just like a downer. Salty dog used that way? Alright, I'm going to try drop, splash, dab, and touch. Okay, a little bit. Alright, I just wanted to get that out of the way just in case it was wrong. I didn't want to assume. It's taking too long to figure out the other 2 categories. We still have skipper, salty dog, and swab as some sort of like sailing boat crew member. The only reason I know swab is from Captain Ron. He keeps calling the little kids swab. If you remember that 90s movie with, what was it, Kurt Russell and Martin Short. And salty dog, I think, is a like nautical sailor sort of slang term, but I'm not 100% sure about that now that I think about it. Skipper definitely is for captain. But I don't know what the 4th one would be. I really don't. I mean, durian, I have no idea. That's a name, I think. Durian. If not, I have no idea what it would mean. Like soursop and bitter melon just seem like... I don't know. Oh. Like, soursop and bitter melon just seem like something you would call somebody who's being a downer, like I said before. Would you call somebody a durian? Wow, they're being a real durian. They're being a real tar. They're being tar. That doesn't make sense. And I don't know what this word is. Chayote. I'm going to have to guess at this one and put something in here just to see if this is even one away. because I can't figure out the other thing. We already have purple, so it's not like taking part of the word or anything like that. I don't know. I'm going to try tar. A sailor. A tar? I've never heard that before. It seemed like the most likely because these other ones didn't seem like anything you'd call somebody on a boat. I have no idea what this is. Tropical fruits, vegetables. It was that straightforward? I mean, okay, a bitter melon. A soursop is a fruit or a vegetable? I have no idea. I've only heard people refer to that as like, oh, they're kind of a soursop, I think. It sounds vaguely familiar. A durian? I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what this is. Bitter... Let's look up all four of them because I've never heard of a bitter melon other than like a phrase. A bitter melon is a tropical vine, nutrient-rich vegetable with a bitter taste. Actually, I don't even know if I've heard that as a phrase. It just sounded like one. What is chayote? Chayote is a mild, edible gourd from the squash family with a flavor familiar to summer squash and cucumber and is technically a fruit. Well, fruit and vegetable is a culinary distinction. It is not a scientific one. And then durian. Durian is a tropical fruit with a hard, spiny exterior and a creamy custard-like edible pulp. Famous for its strong, distinctive smell that many compare to a mix of sulfur, sewage, and rotting onions alongside sweet notes. Okay, when I just heard about the creamy custard-like pulp, I was like, oh, I could eat that. But after hearing about the smell, I'm not so sure. What is a soursop? Like, I can't believe I didn't really know any of these. Soursop. Soursop is a tropical evergreen fruit, native to the Americas and the Caribbean. It's known for its sweet and sour creamy taste with hints of coconut, banana, and pineapple. Okay, that sounds good. I would definitely have one of those. Alright, if you know your fruits, this one would be a lot easier. And if you know your sailor slang, I guess. Let's check what difficulty they give it. 3 out of 5. Alright, well, I found it a lot easier than yesterday's. I mean, it was still difficult, don't get me wrong, but I didn't make any mistakes at least. Although I think that was just because of lucky guessing. Alright, let's check the bot. Okay, 56% solve rate, 4 to 5 difficulty. Again, it's been all week where 4 is the biggest category, or the biggest result. This isn't as bad as yesterday. Yesterday's was brutal. Alright, 97 out of 99. Just for getting purple first. Wow, a uniqueness of 1 in 1,161. For getting a perfect game, that is not, or that is very unique. I'm really surprised by that. Usually, if you have a perfect game, it doesn't matter in what order. It's usually like at most 1 in 150. Maybe 200. All right. Oh, everybody's getting the fruits first. I literally didn't know any of those. I didn't know any of them. I thought soursop and bitter melon were like phrases for a Debbie Downer. I was so off on that. I'm surprised that many people, I mean, okay, I guess people know their fruits. And then yellow, then a huge drop down to green and purple. Yeah, green's kind of crazy. Green's kind of crazy. Like, who uses those terms anymore? And even those, I only know swab and skipper. I wasn't 100% sure about salty dog, and I didn't know tar at all. Just check ever. So ever, it's blue, then a bit of a drop down to yellow, and then a bigger drop down, 17% drop down to green and purple. Losing game, just getting blue. That's completely the opposite of me. I had no idea what blue was doing. Then nothing, blue, yellow, yellow, blue, yellow, blue, purple, and then losing. Oh, that's got to be rough. That's got to be rough. I guess my game was so unique just because I got blue last. Look at all these winning games with blue first or second. All right, let's check the mistakes. Swab with soft contact, I could see that. I can see that, like you swab, you know, like you use like a Q-tip to swab something, you're kind of lightly touching it. But it's not quite the same as splash or dab. Well, it's similar to dab and touch actually, but not splash really. Splash kind of stands out from the other three. So you'd think maybe that a splash that wouldn't go. Flavor words, yes, I was thinking this, but it was not a rainbow herring. So it was like a double red herring almost. Like it's not a correct category, so it gets you there, but for the people who are on the lookout for rainbow herrings, it also kind of gets you there because then you're looking for a rainbow herring but two of them still go together. And quite tricky. Very, very tricky. And then Salty Dog Sipper Sweetheart Swab. Oh, just as like a nickname sort of thing? Okay. A more general, just nickname category. Swab, Dab, Touch, Tar. I guess if you're just guessing. Salty Dog, Bitter Melon, Soursop, Durian. Pungent fruit. Oh, I would have never tried this because I had no idea what durian was. I thought it was a name of a person. I guess I'm thinking of Dorian, but Durian sounds like a name too. I could see it. All right, on to the mini. It is the big Saturday puzzle, so let's see how fast we can do this. All right, moves over in one seat. Scooches? That doesn't seem to fit. Capital of Taiwan. I don't know. Something bee? Spelling bee? Hopefully. That fits. In the style of, I know this, but I can't think of it. Device with a keypad that's typed on discreetly for short. Device with a keypad that's typed on discreetly for short. Huh? Something B. Uh-oh. Bumblebee? Bumble? No, that doesn't work. One of these is spelling. They're both the same length, so that's concerning. Family Guy Baby. Stewie. All right. Sings in the Alps. Yodels. All right. Like some clams and freshly cleaned shirts. Steamed. What an online meeting invite gets added to for short. What an online meeting. Your calendar? See it? Cal? Vinegar's counterpart. Vinegar and oil? Is that correct? Morphine and codeine for 2. Morphine and codeine for 2. I don't know. First inning and extra innings. 11? Or no, 10. 10th. 10th inning. Greek S. Sigma? Full of back talk. Sassy. Oops, I gotta put the letters in the correct order. Allegory of the cave philosopher Plato. Wonderstruck feeling. That doesn't look right, but Yodels and Stewie is correct. Unless I'm spelling Yodels wrong. Nothing. Yodels, I think the E and the L might be backwards. Yodels. Because this is probably nil. And this is awe. Alright, what's this? Morphine and Cody. What's this? Samantha B? Okay. Device with a keypad that's typed on discreetly for short. Oh, ATM. You type on it discreetly to hide your PIN number. Type A. Alright. And then what's this? Moves over Scoots. Did I say Scoots? No, I said Scooches. I said Scooches. So I was close on that one. Alright. Scoots, type A, spelling bee, a la. That's what I was thinking of. I just couldn't think of it. And then Samantha B, Stewie Yodels. Did I get everything? Sassy, Play-Doh. What's this one? Steamed clams, Cal, oil. Alright, I wasn't 100% sure about oil. Oh, this one was. Opiates. Okay, got it. I think I got everything else. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I mean, the big Saturday puzzle, 215, it's okay. I've had a lot worse. I've had better. It was fine. Okay, on to pips. Okay, what do we have 3 of? We have 3 2s? No, yeah, 3 2s. Okay, so do we have a 1 2? We do. So this can just go here. Greater than 2 with a 2 would be the 3 2. And then the 0 2 can just go up like this. The 6 1 and then the 3 1. Nice. Alright, 17 seconds. Alright, 1 cookie down. We started yesterday with 2 cookies and then had a brutal hard mode, so we'll see. On to the medium. Okay, let's see. We have a 4 equals up here. What do we have 4 of? We have 4 6s. We have 3 2s, 3 1s, 4 3s. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff in here. We don't, oh, we have 1 0. So this less than 4 can be a 1, a 2, and a 1 maybe. But it could just be 3 1s. How many 5s do we have? We have a 5 4 and a 5 3. Do we have a second 4? We don't. Okay, so the 5 3 is forced. Finally, something. What do we have a 3 with? We have a 3 with the 6 and a 3 with the 2. I think we have enough of those. We have a 3 with a 1. We have enough. Do we have enough 1s to go in here? We only have 2 1s, so no, not enough 1s. I think it's going to be the 3 6. We don't have enough 2s, so it's probably going to be the 3, 6. Let's do that. Okay. And then what do we have 3 of? This might be the ones in here. No, because we need some ones in here. So this is probably going to be the 2s. Alright, the 6, 6 is probably going to have to go here like this, which means the 6, 0 is going to go like this. Let's just do that right now. The 2, 2 is probably going like this. And I think this is going to be the 3 1s. So we'll do double 1, 1, 3 up. We'll do 2, 3 over. And then we can just do, it doesn't matter which one. Doesn't matter at all. Alright, that one is a little tricky for a medium. I guess I should have realized that there was just, there's the only 5 that could go here. Like that's kind of where you start. And then I thought we had 2 numbers that we had 4 of. Do we have 4 3s? We do have 4 3s. So I thought maybe the 3s could go up here, but then once the 5 3 goes in here, that forces the 6s over here, which forces the 0 6 up here, which means this has to be 3 1s, and everything kind of cascades from there. But because I was so busy counting 3s and whatnot, it took me a while to see how we're going to start this one. Alright, on to the hard. Alright, this is 14, this is 14. So what could be 14? It could be 2 6s and a 4, or 2 5s. Wait, no, 2 6s and 2. Could also be 2 5s and a 4 and some other variations. Do we have a 1 4 over here? We don't. Okay, so whatever 4 is going in here is going into this 4 equals cage. So how many 4s do we have? We have a 4 4, we have a 4 5. And that's it. So I think the 4 5 has to go here because we have a bunch of 5s. Do we have a 1? What do we have with a 1? We have a 1 1, a 1 5, a 1 3, a 1 2. Okay, that could be a lot of things. Do we have a 1 5? We do. So this is probably going up here like this. All right. And then the other 4 has to go here, which is a 4 4, which means this has to equal 10. And it has to be in a single domino, which means it's the 5 5. Okay. And then this has to be like a 5 2 over here. We can do 5 2 like this. No, we can't. Wait up, this has to be in equals here. Maybe is that the 6 6? Or the 1 1? It could be the 1 1. Wait up, how are we putting this together? If we have a domino here, there's 5 spots here. This doesn't work. This layout doesn't work. Okay, that can't do that. So maybe the 1 5 doesn't go down. I was thinking the 1 2 up here like this, and then maybe a 2 5 up. That works. And then it wouldn't really matter what the other 5s are. Let's just hold off on that. This is an equal, so this is the 6 6 or the 1 1. Oh, the 1 5 probably goes here like this. Means the 1 3 could go here. This would have to be the 5 0 down. All right. How are we getting to 14? We could go 6 6, and then we just need a 2. We could go 2 3, 1 1. All right, I got it. I got it. All right, 2 16. It's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. I mean, it's a lot better than yesterday's hard, which was like over 14 minutes. I think the only real mistake I made was trying to fit that, what was it, the 1 5 down here when it was more obvious to go over here. If you put it down here, there's just not a room for 3 dominoes. This would be 2.5 dominoes down here the way it's set up. This 4 5 has to go here. So I should have paid closer attention to the layout. This also looks like a 14 as the whole puzzle. So they're sticking with the numbers design. And again, I'm wondering if they're, like, is that leading anywhere? Is that going to anything? Or it's just like, we're just doing numbers themes. Alright, if you're enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.